Hey guys, welcome back. As you guys have seen already, I changed the plans with the planted tank and I've decided to go Malawi display, but I have decided to keep it as a Riparium, but there is some changes I had to make. Obviously the old wall was Hessian and I'm worried about pH swings with the Hessian, so I've completely changed it. So I'm just going to go through with you what I've done. It's actually completely different, so I'll show you now. Okay guys, as you can see, it looks completely different. I'll run through it a bit. The canister's still in the bottom, no need to look in there really. I haven't done the light yet. I've actually got just a couple of spare LEDs. These are actually the leftover LEDs from my house because I'm not even leaving them up there because the water actually drips on them, so it's going to wreck them. They're literally just there for this video. So I've been running the tank with no light, which is a little bit disappointing, but I'm going to be building a DIY light. I've ordered a cob LED chip. Should be here in a week or so. I've ordered some other bits and pieces. I'm thinking about doing a pendant off the roof. Not 100% sure yet. I'm hoping the reflection off the water is enough for the plants. I've selected all indoor plants, so none of them should need crazy amounts of light. And I haven't really bought any plants either. Most of them are actually just cuttings off my partner's plants. I'll go through it a bit more. We'll swap cameras here. So I've still got my double layer core flute, which you might have seen in previous videos. This thing here is actually a little privacy screen. It's not really as big, tall and deep as I'd like, but I made it work. To go bigger than that was going to cost a fortune. Yeah, my plan is to have it pretty much covered. I still have to do something about the water lines. I'm thinking about changing them to air lines with clear hose, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be a huge deal because like the plants are just going to cover the whole thing pretty much. I'm hoping anyway. I'll probably change some of the plants, like these two here are creepers. I'm not really sure what they're called, any of them actually. There's those two, that one, that's oh, I can't even remember the name, sorry. So I've kind of tried to go a bit symmetrical. The two outside plants there are matching, then the two back there are matching, the two there are matching, the three along here are all the same, these two are the same, and the two outside ones are the same. Yeah, what else is there? So I've got to redo the water lines. I've put a tap on every one. I've got it dripping. I actually want to put it on a timer. I don't want it running full time. I haven't decided what times I'm going to run it for yet. Kind of want to keep it fairly regular because I wouldn't mind some bacteria growing on the clay beads. So that's my next point. These plants are all in clay beads. So on a timer, it's going to have to be pretty short and sweet between. I'm not really sure on the aquaponics side of it yet. That's still something I've got to learn about. So I've just drilled these pots and cable tied them. I'll see how long they last with cable ties. Can't see it being an issue. They're not very heavy at all. And then the other problem is, at the moment, the screen is cable tied to these 3 bolts. That is not permanent. Obviously cable ties is not strong enough for the size of this wall. I don't know what I'm going to tie it off with yet. I'm thinking like some stainless steel chain. Who knows? I might even string something across the 3 bolts so then I can get these 3 plants to run along the top a bit better. I'm not sure yet. I really want the top of that hidden behind plants, but at the same time I want to try and keep it well enough pruned so that I don't wreck my roof. You can see it's a bit dirty, it needs a clean, but this ceiling is brand new and it'd be horrid to wreck it. As for stocking, it's a complete mix of Malawi. They're all out of my fish room. I haven't bought any fish. I don't know. I'm torn. I don't know whether to buy a fish and put it in it, or like keep it my own fish, so that way it's like a representation of what I'm actually breeding. I'll probably end up buying fish for the simple fact that I like buying fish. And that's one thing I miss about having a display is you can just buy one fish here and there. Having breeding colonies can get very expensive very quickly. I think that's about it. Eventually I want to change the limestone out for holy rock, but I want to keep it loaded because there is actually some baby fish in there, and so I'm just going to keep an eye out and buy what I can and put it aside, and I'll swap the whole lot out at once. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the subscribe button. Definitely if you're interested in the light build, I would hit subscribe. I'm making a 50-watt light and it's costing me under $30, so we'll see how that goes. I'm sure a fair few of you will be interested in that. Alright, catch you later.